Shabbat Shalom, everybody. In Judaism, we like numbers. And sometimes we do numbers because we're supposed to, or there's some prescribed halachic reason. And sometimes we do things in numbers because we don't know. And here's one example. If you go to a traditional household, they'll sing Shalom Aleichem 4 times in 4 different versions. And if you ask someone, the default answer is, maybe it's Kabbalah. Nobody really knows the answer. But here's another question we get a lot, and this one is important, especially as soon we welcome Rosh Chodesh Elul and then Tishrei. Is that when we come and light the Shabbat candles, traditionally, it's custom, we do the 3 times. Some answers are that we enter into the light of God, maybe. But I can say this because next year we will be doing this. When we recite Kol Nidre, how many times do we traditionally recite it? 3 times. 3 times for Kol Nidre and 3 times for the candles. So we learn that on Kol Nidre, we do it 3 times because we're at the outermost chamber of God's throne. And then we get a little bit closer, and soon we're in God's throne room. And then the third and beautiful time, God is not just our sovereign, God is our friend who understands our own human imperfections. In other words, God is our friend who loves us. So we do the 3 candles 3 times in the same reason. The outer realm, the closer realm, and finally we're inside of the realm. And on Shabbat, we learned that we have 2 souls, our earthly soul and our soul from heaven. So it's a day of rest, but above all, it's a day in which God is not just our sovereign, but also our friend who understands our own issues and is there to catch our tears. So for those who want, do we have honors, or for those who wish to come into God's realm a little bit closer, we invite you to come up and light our Shabbat candles. 123.
Marilyn and Terry, would you come up with me? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Please join me on page 123 for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'yetziat mitzrayim ki banu b'charta בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
We read together at the top of page 126. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics or no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. We turn to page 130, Lachuna Ranana.
God mafana betoda bizmirot nariado God mafana betoda bizmirot nariado ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol אשר בידו מחירי הארץ ותועפות הרים לו אשר בידו מחירי הארץ ותועפות הרים לו
Lachadodi 138.
לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה שמוע וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל אדוני אחד ושמו אחד
rise together to greet our Sabbath bride. The bottom of page 145. Together. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There's no place on earth without the presence. We stay right here at Chetzi Kaddish 144. Now we rise.
Marachu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Yael Ailai, Yael Ailai, Yael Ailai, Yael Ailai, Yael Ailai, Yael Ailai.
The top of page 151 together. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Evad. Ve'ahavta Adonai Elohecha bechol לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
The top of page 157 together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Our song of freedom, our Michamocha, on the next page.
Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora oseh, nora oseh, Adonai imloch le'olam Malchutecha ra'u banecha Mokei am lifnei Moshe Miriam Ze'lianu ve'amaru Ze'lianu ve'amaru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Yai lai 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 Yai lai lai lai
Top of page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Our Hashkivenu's right here.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu Shomreinu L'chaim Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu LaShalom V'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim.
The top of page 163. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. Vishamru 162.
Veshamru Bnei Yisrael et Shabbat la'asot et Shabbat ledorotam berit olam Veshamru Bnei Yisrael et Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש Shabbat b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם.
For those who are able, we rise together for our tefillah 164.
Adonai שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Yalalai, lai, lai, 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 yalalai, lai, lai. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מחכה לחיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים. ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בגבורות ומידו מלך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. Together, the top of page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Ama Yisrael bechol age uvechol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
They're the most beautiful sounds in the world, aren't they? Ratzon imrefi, ratzon imrefi, v'gyon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri v'goali. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable before you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh shalom b'mroma, uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, ve'imeru.
At this moment in our service, we think of those especially in our community, those in need of healing of body or spirit. Richard Burke, Stuart Friedman, Emma Fearman, Myra Grand, Catherine Hairston, Eliana Noah Hanna, Esther Hembleben, Sharon Kabler, Eli Klasner, Henry Mangarten, Howard Rubenfeld, Ann Sanders, Guy Schlachter, Vasant Schroff, Malcha Simcha, Marty Swindler, Rachel Bat Yitzhak, The Pearl, and Arlene Weinberg. For those who are with us tonight, if you're thinking of a loved one, a friend, someone who means so much to you and you wish to share their name out loud, we invite you to do so either by rising or as my eyes meet yours. For those names mentioned out loud, for those names still in our hearts, Amisha Berach, middle page 371.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBaracha Leimorteinu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Beirach Imorteinu Mikor HaBaracha Levorteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. So we take a moment now for blessing. If you have any good news to share, have a birthday or an anniversary, don't worry, we'll get to the baby in 1 second, I promise. Mazal Tov. We could ask you what the secret is. Okay, great. I love that. That's a phenomenal answer. Mickey, do you agree? It's good. It's good.
Mickey, it's the red hair.
Shelley. Happy anniversary. How many years? 61.
6 years on you guys.
Uh-huh. Wow. Kol hakavod. And your birthday? Happy birthday, Gloria. Anyone else have anything wonderful and beautiful to share? Maybe you came back from camp. And yes, my dear. Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday, Louisa. Is anybody here? Gail? Uh-huh. She's speechless. Yeah. May he grow in body and mind and spirit and soul, and we cannot wait to meet him and celebrate with all of you. Murphy. Murphy, are you going to receive your Hebrew name today? I believe she is. So do you think, Murphy, you'd bring up your parents? And maybe your Uncle Ben? She's working really hard to take you up here. Come on. I mean, people. So this is Murphy Shira, and Murphy Shira is the beautiful daughter of Elise and Jacob, who I have had the privilege of knowing for a very long time, and even got to stand underneath the chuppah with them, and have sat around a youth group table with them, and there are friends here that I have also had the privilege of watching grow. And there is nothing more beautiful than watching your synagogue children, your nifty children, your camp children find their beshert and then create a beautiful family. And to have the privilege of standing here with the two of you is just an extraordinary gift. So Murphy, I'm going to talk about your name in 1 second, but first we're going to say this to you as a blessing. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ve'im otenu kayem et hayalda hazot le'aviha u'l'imah v'yikareh shema b'Yisrael Ya'ara Shira bat Yaakov Avraham ve'Avigail Ilana. O God of our ancestors, we hope and pray that you will sustain this child through her parents' loving care, and let her be known among our people, Israel, by the name Ya'ara Shira. May her name be a source of joy to her and inspire her to serve our people and all humankind, and may her parents rejoice in her growth of body and soul as they have brought her into the covenant. So may they, with wisdom and patience, takes a lot of patience to raise a child, and really actually our children raise us, I might say, in so many ways. And may you lead her to the study of Torah and to a life of mitzvot, and one day to stand under the chuppah as the two of you did. And we say together, Amen. Now, Murphy Shira, Ya'ara Shira, Shira, same middle name. Shira means song. And Ya'ara, honeysuckle, growth, nature. I happen to know the two of you spend a lot of time in nature, and it is only befitting that your child will love, I have no doubt, nature. She is named for your paternal grandmother, strong, loyal, and loving, meaning Elisa's paternal grandmother, Yvette, who was just an amazing soul you shared with me. And Shira, Shirley, for your maternal grandmother, who was filled with song, filled with music, always humming, always singing, leading choirs. And so, Ya'ara Shira, we hope that you will embody joy and love and music and family and be strong and loyal. And Murphy is named for Marvin, for your dad's grandpa, who he called Pops. And he was also called Murph. We have no idea why. Pretty spectacular. And as you shared with me, you hope that Murphy is able to be a teacher like your grandfather, and to embody family, and to be a builder, and to be a storyteller, and to be a lover of all things. And so we are so honored and privileged to be able to give you your Hebrew name in the presence of your community, of family and friends here, with a very special uncle who also holds the title rabbi. But I think uncle might be probably even the best title right now. So, Ya'ara Shira, we are going to offer you a blessing. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you. May you grow like the forest you are named for, and be sheltered as the trees shelter that which is beneath it.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you, and may that light which always find you carry the grace and the love of Murph, of Shira, and of Yvette, and all those who came before you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom, shalom.
May God turn towards you and grant you peace, Ya'ara Shira, the forest and the song, and then all of the trees shall sing for joy. Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Amen. For all of these things and for our blessings that abound, that we recognize, those that we see all the time, and those that may require us to just look a little more deeply, we sing Shahachianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Nice, Trudy. Sometimes this happens in new professions or new opportunities. We strive for perfection. But the noises are great. Everyone, what did Trudy, you said? It's a beautiful sound when kids make noises? You haven't met my kids yet, have you? Okay.
When you're not their parents, it's the best.
It's the best is when you get to go home at night, they have to stay with their parents. Oh, well, before I get into my remarkable word, just remember, do you know what grandparents and grandchildren have in common? A common enemy. Okay. But anyway, when we start a new profession, and for me at this remarkable congregation of BGB, every time I come up here, every time I speak, regardless of what it is, it's human nature. I want perfection. And I'm sure all of us can relate to some capacity when it's something new. Go on a first date, whatever the human experience may be, you want it to be absolutely perfect, no mistakes. And so when I come up here, I strive for a perfect teaching, a perfect story, perfectly funny, meaningful. I want it perfectly spiritual, perfectly delivered. And of course, it should include the best and perfect texts from the Torah. And sometimes when we, and especially we strive for perfection, not in order to impress our efforts, but other people, all I get is blakeness, and that is the blakeness of a Word document. And it's just not our professions. We want a perfect home. We want perfect kids. We want them to grow up, to get into the best colleges, to get a perfect standardized test score. We've stepped away from teaching our kids to learn how to be resilient to perfect entities. We want that perfect career, and we want a perfect life. It's perfection. It's perfection. It's perfection. And for the really young people that have social media, it crushes me to see this. I didn't know what an influencer was until about 3 years ago. But I didn't know they added special filters on the camera to make them look perfect. See, the reason why perfection is such a problem in Judaism is because perfection is binary. There's no gray. The Hebrew word for binary, it's binary, it's a cognate. There's no Hebrew word equivalent for it. You either get it right or you get it wrong. And I want to empathize with all of our experiences. I'm going to make the assumption that we've all been in a certain situation in your lives when all you wanted was a perfect outcome, whether it be a perfect outcome with regard to our health or a perfect outcome with regard to our children and or occupation. So if we strive for perfection and only seek perfection, not to state the obvious, but here's the question, what is the result? Less than perfection, or as we as harsh critics, we say failure. And back in the day, failure was a beautiful thing. It's the embodiment of a resilience. Whether it's an intentional mistake that we seek to teshuva for, or we missed the mark on the sports field, we didn't make the catch, you get up and you try again, but no, we aren't thinking that way. So here's the thing. Nowhere in Judaism does it talk about to be perfect. It doesn't talk about having the perfect mezuzah. It doesn't talk about having the perfect Torah scroll. It doesn't talk about having a perfect synagogue. It doesn't talk about having perfect commentaries, the perfect shofar, the perfect seats. Nowhere in Judaism does it talk about us being perfect. And so Maimonides, the great rabbi and physician, taught us to seek perfection in property or health or character is not a worthy goal, nor is a proper cause of pride and glory for all of us. So here we are. It's 2026. We're moments away from Rosh Chodesh Elul, the most beautiful month in Judaism, because the notion of perfection is not there. And as I begin these high holidays, or at BJB, these holy days, I'll get that right, Elul is the season to celebrate our imperfections. Because Judaism begins with this beautiful assumption that when we are born, we will make mistakes. And if we didn't, what would be the point of the high holy days? There would be no al chet shechatanu lifanecha. There wouldn't be any more of the long viduis, our confessions. Wouldn't be teshuvah, and after all, we don't fast. So here's the hard truth that I think we need to be reminded, I want to say especially for our younger population. We're going to say something that we regret. We're going to say something or do something that we make the wrong decision. There's no doubt that we're going to disappoint somebody, and above all, there's no doubt that we are going to disappoint ourselves. We're going to go back and look at moments and realize that we didn't do that, and if only we had a second or third chance. So here is the best thing, especially about Judaism. Because the ability to go back in time we cannot do. But we do get a second chance, we get a third chance, we get a fourth chance. We think that the gates are closed on Yom Kippur. No, they're not. We have Hoshana Rabbah. The gates are always open. The rabbis find a way for us to get back on the path to figure things out. So here's my blessing to this congregation as we reach this beautiful month of our imperfections. Celebrate the beauty of them. And recognize that each and every single day, not every year, that perfection is not part of our lives. And after all, our Torah portion says from Parshat Re'ah, the entire word that I command you, you shall not add to it, and you shall not subtract from it, to teach us that, and this is from the rabbis during the medieval period, that when you see the Torah, our job is not to make the Torah perfect. It's to work on the mitzvahs that it guides you. So the goal is simply this. When we welcome Elul, I want us to become a little bit more whole than we were yesterday. And you never know. That can make all the difference in the world. Shabbat Shalom. We rise together, Alenu 586. Please be seated. On this Shabbat, we recall those who have passed away recently. Edith Meltzer, Arlene Warshawski, Linda Kudert, Hannah Anderl, and Ethan Ortiz. And on this Shabbat, we recall the yortzites of Joan Andelman, Shirley Boehm, Catherine Baker, Sandra Ball, David Berry, Marcia Ann Blumenthal, Rosin Breer, Alex Chevian, Alex Cohen, Natalie Cole, Evelyn Dakoff, Renee Friedman Drzezinski, Charles Fedler, Herbert R. Friedman, Jenny Frost, Ruth Goodman, Leona Grausnick, Richard Grausnick, Bess Heckman, David Holub, Mickey Holtzman, Emmy Horn, Rose Copps, Donna Kramer, Dorothy B. Krolik, Sylvia Landis, Jack Levitt, Pauline Louie, I apologize, Francis Malowski, Cantor Robert Nadell, Josephine Pondolichik, Harold Ruskok, Gail Roy, Henry Salzer, Henry Shorvitz, Myron Shields, Rose Silver, David Singer, Rebecca Sklar, David Spangler, Harold Spielberg, Herman B. Stopek, Bertha Tarson, Sandra Weiss, and Harold Sicker. If I missed a name, or if you're observing a yard site and you wish to share that name out loud, we invite you at this time.
Louisa.
Josh? Yeah, there. If it is your custom to rise for a mourner's Kaddish, we invite you to do so, and we turn to page 598. Yikadal vikada shmei rabba, bioma divra chreote ba'amlich malchute, b'chayachon yom uvkayet dekol beit Yisrael, bagola uizman kariv yimru, Yehei shmei rabba mivarach le'olam alamei almaya, Yit barach, v'ish shabach, hit ba'ard, hit romam, hit naseh, vita dar, vita le, vita lal, shemei kucha, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush v'chata v'nechamata, damin ram bioma v'yamru, Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yamru, O say shalom b'mromav, huya say shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru.
Amen.
Announcements. You can take a seat. Let's move it along. I may get in trouble for this. You can read them on the back of our pulpit folder. There you go. Our closing song, Kiva Vawet. Ooh, a little Carlbach. This is a good one.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'te'avon. Thank you to
Shabbat shalom,
Joshua.
everybody.
Thank you to Margot. Thank you to Chad. Shabbat.